We've all heard about the Titanic, the so-called unsinkable ship that met a tragic end in 1912. But what if I told you that even before it sailed, strange warnings had already begun, and that the iceberg which sank it was older than the ship itself by 3,000 years? Today, we uncovered 10 rare, verified facts about the Titanic that most people have never heard before.
April 10, 1912, Southampton, England. Thousands gathered to witness the world's largest ship begin its first voyage. But as Titanic left the dock, something eerie happened. A nearby ship, SS New York, got pulled dangerously close to Titanic due to its massive suction force. The two ships nearly collided. Ropes snapped, anchors tore free. Only quick action by tugboats saved them from disaster. It was almost as if destiny had already whispered, "Turn back." The Titanic nearly crashed before it even left the harbor.
The iceberg that doomed the Titanic wasn't just any chunk of ice. Glaciologists later traced it back to Greenland, where it broke off around 1000 BCE, more than 3,000 years before the Titanic ever existed. So technically, this iceberg had been drifting through the North Atlantic for millennia, waiting for the one ship that would make it immortal in history. 3,000 years of patience for one night of destiny.
On the night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic's radio room was buzzing. Operators were busy sending luxury telegrams for wealthy passengers. Amidst that, a nearby ship, the SS Californian, tried to warn them. "Icebergs ahead, turn south." But the Titanic's operator, frustrated by constant chatter, replied, "Shut up, I'm busy," and switched the line off. That message could have saved over 1,500 lives. One human error, one moment of arrogance, silenced the last warning.
As the Titanic began to sink, its grand lights still illuminated the freezing ocean, a glowing palace refusing to die. But survivor Harold Bride, a radio operator, later recalled something chilling. Minutes before the ship split apart, all the lights suddenly went out. The ocean turned pitch black. The music stopped. In one moment, the world's symbol of luxury was swallowed by total silence and darkness.
For decades, people believed the Titanic hit the iceberg straight on, but a forgotten testimony revealed a devastating detail. When the lookout shouted, "Iceberg ahead," the helmsman, Robert Hitchens, panicked. He turned the wheel the wrong way. This wasn't carelessness, it was confusion between two steering systems, tiller and rudder orders. By the time the mistake was corrected, it was too late. A single second of confusion, left instead of right, sealed the fate of 1,500 souls.
Titanic was built using the most advanced technology of its time, but even perfection has cracks. Decades later, a metallurgical study by the National Science Foundation revealed that many of the rivets used in Titanic's hull were made of brittle iron, not high-grade steel. When the iceberg struck, those rivets simply popped out, ripping the hull apart like a zipper. So in the end, the world's most advanced ship sank because of old-fashioned nails.
As panic spread, the ship's band continued to play to calm the passengers. For over a century, people believed their final song was "Nearer, My God, to Thee." But later evidence suggested something else. A friend of the band leader revealed that they actually played "Autumn," a soft, melancholic tune about peace and surrender. Even in their final moments, these musicians chose harmony over fear. Their true final song remains one of the ocean's quietest mysteries.
While the Titanic sank, one man refused to give up. Captain Arthur Rostron of the RMS Carpathia received the distress signal at midnight. Despite ice fields, total darkness, and freezing winds, he ordered his ship to full speed, risking everyone on board to reach the survivors. He turned off heating, redirected all power to engines, and prayed. When Carpathia arrived 3 hours later, it rescued more than 700 people from lifeboats. For his courage, Rostron received the Congressional Gold Medal. One captain's bravery saved hundreds, while another's mistakes doomed thousands.
Months after the disaster, rescuers found a small child's body in the Atlantic, so young they couldn't even identify him. For decades, his gravestone in Halifax simply read, "The unknown child of the Titanic." In the 1990s, scientists used DNA analysis and finally discovered his name, Sidney Leslie Goodwin, just 19 months old. His entire family had perished that night. After 90 years, science gave him back his identity, and the world remembered the youngest victim
of the Titanic.
Today, the Titanic still rests 3.8 kilometers under the ocean, but it's disappearing again. Scientists from NOAA discovered a special bacteria called Halomonas titanicae that slowly eats away the ship's steel. They estimate that by 2030 to 2040, the Titanic will have completely dissolved, leaving nothing but rust and memories. The world's most famous ship is sinking once again, slowly, piece by piece.
So what does the Titanic really teach us? That even the greatest human creations can fall, not because of nature's power, but because of our own overconfidence. A near miss that warned them, a message ignored, a wrong turn, and brittle iron. Every tiny error aligned perfectly to create one of history's greatest tragedies. Because sometimes it's not destiny that sinks a ship, it's human arrogance.